Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the Planning and Zoning Board meeting. Everyone would please rise to play allegiance to the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Jim, we have roll call, please.
Lingenhammer.
Here.
Dickinson.
Here.
Bushian. Here. Chowski.
Here.
Fullerton.
Juan is excused. His mother's having surgery.
Walperly.
Here.
Dale. Ranieri.
Here.
Tapadas.
Here.
Danella.
Here.
Stone.
Here.
Dave Ryan.
Here.
And John Pettit.
I'm back.
Keith Blake.
All right, public notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meeting Act has been given to the clerk in the following manner: posted on the bulletin board in the Borough Clerk's office, emailed to the retrospect and the Courier Post. First order of business will be a motion to accept the minutes from the February meeting. Motion by Mrs. Fusion, second by Mr. Ockerly. All in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you. All right, well, I don't think we really have, just the one resolution for Mr.
Yeah, did you want to do
Albano.
that now, Madam Chair?
Yeah, well,
Okay. Yes, we have one resolution tonight, Albano Viola LLC regarding 28 Smith Lane, Block 39, Lot 16. This was a minor, a 3-lot minor subdivision with variances, and one condition that is set forth in the resolution that all residential houses have to have a minimum 2 off-street parking spots per house, per lot.
Right. Is there a motion on the floor to accept the resolution as read?
I'll make a motion to accept it as read.
Motion by Mr. Ranieri,
Second.
second by Mrs. Fusion. Roll call, please.
Lingenhammer.
Yes.
Dickinson.
Yes.
Walperly.
Yes.
Bushian. Yes. Chowski.
Yeah.
Fullerton. Dale. Ranieri.
Yes.
Tapadas.
Yes.
Danella.
Yes.
And Stone.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. We'll consider the resolution adopted. All right, we have a gentleman here from Cooper, and I want to just thank the board for the short notice. I know we don't normally do any informals like this without 14 days notice, but Nick and I spoke about it, and we thought that it was a viable application to at least come in and hear what they had to say. So I thank you guys all for making it here. There was nothing on the agenda. I know sometimes people don't always come with something on the agenda, so thank you for coming at short notice. And with that, Steve, if you want to come on up.
Thank you. And I'm just going to indicate Steve Bach, Bach Associates. I'm not here representing the borough this evening. I just want to put on the record, I already put in my conflict notice to the borough and also the borough solicitor. I'm here representing Mr. Sternberg and Mr. Cohen. Mr. Pettit would be, my understanding, handling any responsibilities in terms of engineering inspection for the borough. So I will have no conflict through the process. I just want to put that on the record. I want to introduce you to Mr. Harvey Sternberg, Mr. David Cohen.
Hello,
Give you an overview of the project.
Good evening.
Thank you very, very much for agreeing to see us on such short notice. To be honest, we didn't know you had a meeting tonight when we asked yesterday. But we do appreciate the opportunity to come in. And we'll just say a few words, keep them as short as possible and very informal.
No problem.
So some of you know, because I've had conversations in the past with your mayor and with Mr. Pettit, that I've been trying to bring urgent care to Runnemede actually for about 3 years now. First on a different site and now to this site. And one of the things as developers that we really like about working with the urgent cares is that they're very low volume traffic users. So there's not a ton of cars coming all day long like the convenience store or a Wawa or.
Yeah, you want to take the microphone?
Sure.
That's good for me.
You could hear me. So,
That dismounts.
is that better?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So it's a low volume traffic user, which makes them inoffensive in most places where we go trying to do them. As opposed to some uses which get much more critical review because they're crazy amount of traffic. And we all know this is a very busy intersection, which is its appeal. And the way it's configured has its issues because the curb cut on the Black Horse Pike is almost a continuous curb cut along its entire frontage. And the curb cut on Clemens Bridge is also almost its entire frontage with a very minimal grass strip currently. And, you know, we always look at these, you know, when we talk to New Jersey Dot, and we're already discussing it with New Jersey Dot with Dave Shropshire as our traffic engineer. We always look at these as, you know, and it's the argument we make to New Jersey Dot because we can't even meet their exact requirements at times with these intense corner sites. But if it were to stay like this and the building's reoccupied by a tenant, you have chaos there. The cars can move in all directions, you know, and that's not what it would be once it's developed for an urgent care. So what it would be once it's redeveloped, and again, it can only happen with the cooperation of the township and New Jersey Dot, would be, you know, the limited, clearly delineated, smaller curb cut on the Black Horse Pike that's right in, right out only. And then over on Clemens Bridge Road, there would be a restriction also so that there would be no left out. Because if the left out, in theory, a car could sit here on the road and block traffic back into the intersection while they waited for a courtesy gap. So, yeah.
I just want to make sure that everybody knows which property we're talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The 7-Eleven.
So we're talking about the former 7-Eleven on the corner, right here. And please forgive me for that.
I put that in the note, you're okay.
Okay, for not mentioning the obvious.
You're good.
We missed
You're
the
good.
obvious. The most important place is where it is.
That was in the email.
I wanted you to guess
Got you
where
covered.
the property was. It's in Runnemede, so. So there's no question about that. We're all on the same page now, but thank you. So we'll be proposing is a 4,500 square foot building for the purpose of an urgent care with, I don't know the exact count, it's 27 parking spaces, which is a good number for a facility like that, based on the type of volume and use that it has. And you know, we really wanted this meeting tonight just for some comfort. I've done these urgent cares before, David's done them before. This time we're cooperating together on it. And it was really just time for, you know, just some comfort that we've been working on this and proceeding on it. And just to come in informally and, you know, before everybody's, you know, hears rumors or the application's just put in, to come in and let you know this is what we're working on, give you a first peek at it and a first peek at us, and just kind of to introduce ourselves and the project properly, even if we don't identify the property.
Are you looking at demolition of the existing building?
Yeah, that's the plan, is to demolish the existing building and put up a new building at that location, and to improve the site so that everything's, you know, fresh and new there.
How many square feet?
4,500,
Is it 2-story,
single story.
1-story?
But it's planned that it'll be a good-looking building and a fresh facility. It's a competitive business today, as you know. And,
So one way in and one way out, are you doing, or not?
on the pike, yeah, for sure.
So you're going out through Clemens Bridge?
So you can come and make a right out on the Black Horse Pike,
Right.
or you can make a right out on Clemens Bridge.
Yes, it's a right
And you could go in through Clemens Bridge or the Pike?
Correct. But you can't make a left in on the pike, and you can't make a left out on Clemens Bridge.
Why are you restricting lefts
Yeah.
in from Clemens Bridge?
No, you can make a left in on Clemens Bridge. You can't make a left out on Clemens
Instead
Bridge.
of an island?
That's what he's asking.
Well, that island is,
It's
it's
a
straight on that
quarter
side. It's a quarter
Okay,
chop.
okay, all right, got it.
I think they call that a quarter pork chop or lamb chop.
The accesses right now are being represented on this exhibit are done by Dave Shropshire, Shropshire Associates, traffic engineer. The next step in the process is taking these, this concept and these curb cuts up to DOT. So that's really the very next step, making sure we're going to get these traffic movements, which we have pretty good feeling that we will.
They're there anyway, you're just expanding them?
We're going to be modifying.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're going to be modifying, we're most likely going to be able to retain the Clemens Bridge in preliminary conversations with Kevin Vesca at the county engineer's office. We'll probably be able to maintain one access per frontage, but we're not going to be able to keep the 60-foot wide along the Black Horse Pike and the full movement on Clemens Bridge.
It's kind of the same stuff we were looking for at Lux Bakery, Dennis, remember?
Yeah.
I mean, they have full, you know,
Open.
full open, and it gets crazy over there.
Okay.
So this would be a little bit more restricted and a little bit less chaos.
So also in general, we'll hopefully proceeding in a relatively short period of time with a full application. The only variances that we can consider or really identify right now is just going to be impervious coverage, because we're limited at 50%. It'll definitely be less impervious than it's happening there right now. We believe we comply with all the other bulk standards. It is fully surrounded by the C commercial zone, so we don't have to deal with any adjacent residential zones or properties.
Steve, how about the EPA? Have you got clearance and
Okay,
everything?
so let me bring you up to date on that. And just on the subject of the variances, I just want to say that, you know, we look at these projects on a conceptual level like this, and we see what we see. Sometimes when they're fully engineered, additional variances crop up.
Sure.
So, you know, that can happen, and, you know, they're technical, that can happen now. So 7-Eleven is in the chain of title here, and they're responsible for the cleanup. They've already undertaken a significant cleanup on a portion of the site, and it's my understanding that that's been finished, signed off on, and it's done.
And they pulled the tank out, everything got signed off on, it, did the soil samples and everything?
You're right, but we looked at it and, with our consultants, and we weren't convinced that it was 100% site-wide, the cleanup that might need to be done.
Right.
And that there was another area to investigate. So 7-Eleven is prepared to investigate that with our observation when they do it. They don't want to do it and invest the money and spend the money until we clear New Jersey back.
Okay,
So that's what we're waiting for.
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it. That's all we have. Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome. Good luck with it, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Such a nice project. Thank you very much.
See you back next month?
Most likely, probably about 3 months, by the time we go through the DOT process.
3 months.
Again, thank you for understanding the conflict. Mr. Sternberg has been a client for close to 20 years. The old man has been close to 15 years. And of course, Barbara Runnemede is close to 20 years. So thank you very much.
No worries. Okay, for my report, I'm just going to report progress. Do you have anything on old business? Jim, do you have anything on communications? Have we decided when the next date would be for these gentlemen to go to class that haven't gone to class yet? Okay. Okay. All right, any other communications, Jim? Anything else? Nothing in the mail, Jim? Communications, nothing? Okay. All right, this portion of the meeting is good and welfare. It's open to the public. Anyone wishing to speak on any matter whatsoever, please come to the microphone, state your name and your address and be heard. All right, motion been made and seconded to close the public portion of the meeting. All in favor? Aye. All right. Good and welfare, I did want to make a quick note. Ron Fullerton's mother is being operated on for an aggressive type of cancer, so I ask that we keep her and his family in our prayers. I don't know the exact nature of it, but that's why he's not here this evening, so we'll keep them in our prayers. And with that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn. Mr. Dickinson and Mr. Chowski. Meeting adjourned at 7:15. All in favor?